Hello and welcome to today's video. Today, I want to talk to you about one of the most life-changing supplements that I've ever taken. And this is actually, in my opinion, quite a basic supplement. And I think I've probably made like 5 videos about this before, but it's something that keeps repeating on me and keeps showing me how important it is and how impactful it's been as a part of my healing journey and now my continuing healing journey, but also my like being an adult human with a stressful life and how impactful it is here as well, and how it affects my productivity, my performance, my general well-being. And this is a type of herb called adaptogens. These are a classification of herb that have a flexible utility inside of the body. So they basically contain compounds that the body can use differently depending on what the body needs in a given moment. So for example, it can take this compound, and if your body is stressed, then it helps you to like calm down. It helps you to relax. So it can be really helpful for things like insomnia, for anxiety, for any kind of like agitation or feeling of restlessness. It can really help to calm you down. But at the same time, if you're feeling low energy, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling unmotivated, if you're feeling really tired, the body can use the same molecule and perk itself up and energize you and give you energy back again. And this is a type of herb classification called adaptogens. There are lots of different herbs that fit in this category, and everyone does better with different herbs. For me, the one that consistently has the biggest positive impact for me is ashwagandha. So this is something I've known has been really helpful for me for a really long time. So I've just been kind of consistently taking it, but I ran out and I thought, no big deal. I probably will feel fine because I'm pretty strong now. I'm quite resilient. And it basically kind of like spun me out into a little bit of a crash. I didn't really realize how much of a strong positive impact this ashwagandha was having for me. So usually what I was doing was taking about 2 capsules in the morning every single day. This is equivalent dose of, I would estimate, roughly 800 to 1000 milligrams of ashwagandha. So this is in terms of like what's the maximum you can take. This is actually towards the lower end of the dose. Obviously you could take less. With some of my clients, we've used up to like 2000 milligrams, 2500, and it has really therapeutic effects at that range. And I think the reason that I missed this so badly is now that I bought a house and I have a garden, I've been doing a lot of yard work. We are trying to grow our own food. We're trying to make our garden like a really beautiful and nice place in nature for us to spend time. My wife really likes growing different types of flowers. We have a small orchard, and it just brings me like a lot of joy. It's just a really like fun thing to do. It's a really just nice place to spend time. But it's hot here in Portugal. It's usually bouncing around between 30 and 35 degrees. That's getting close to like 100 Fahrenheit for all of my American friends across the pond. And I'm out there like with my shirt off, digging holes, carrying stuff up and down a hill, moving wheelbarrow loads of dirt. You know, it's physically like a construction worker. Like it is a lot of physical demand. And I didn't realize how much the ashwagandha was buffering this stress for me. I had no idea. And I only realized when I ran out and I therefore wasn't taking it. And what I noticed was, let's say fairly quickly, within 2 days or so, my recovery just decreased massively. And this makes sense to me why a lot of people use ashwagandha when they're doing bodybuilding, because some of the biggest impacts that it has are your cortisol levels. It has a really strong understanding that the compounds in ashwagandha can be really impactful on reducing or kind of like blunting cortisol spikes. This means that effectively it's kind of like a fuel additive for your cortisol. So the idea behind a fuel additive is like you fill up your car at the tank, you know, you put the gas in and then you add this like chemical and it makes you have like a more clean burning. So you basically like waste less of the hydrocarbons that are in the fuel. Same thing happening here, but the ashwagandha is basically making you use your cortisol more efficiently. So basically your cortisol, your stress hormone, your cortisol is good for you. People say, oh, my cortisol's high, it's bad. You want cortisol. Cortisol is what makes you wake up in the morning. It's what makes you feel energy. It's what makes you feel like motivated and disciplined and gives you that, you know, like when you were a kid, you would like wake up and you'd be like excited to live the day. And now you're an adult and you wake up and you're a bit like, I'm like a zombie still. I'm still quite tired. That is a cortisol deficiency. And one of the best things we can do if you're kind of facing this cortisol deficiency is become more efficient with how you're spending your cortisol. So there are a lot of like diet and lifestyle things that you can do. I'm not going to get into that today because I just want to talk about ashwagandha and adaptogens in general. But basically, this is like a fuel additive. You just take the product and your body spends your cortisol more efficiently. You get kind of like more bang for your buck. So if you have any kind of like adrenal fatigue, if you have like I had like nearly 10 years of mold exposure. You have no idea how dysregulating that is to the whole body, to the immune system, to the nervous system, the nervous system dysregulation that can cause, the damage to the microbiome, the impacts of that. I'm sure I'm going to be feeling the impacts of having had like nearly 10 years of mold exposure for at least the next 20 years. I'm pretty good now, you know, my chronic pain is less, my digestion is better. Like you can see in my face, go and watch my first video, you know, I look like a frail little boy, and now you can see I have broad shoulders, I have a stronger beard, you know, I'm so much healthier. But the impacts that this exposure has had on my body, I'm going to be healing this for years to come. And seeing the impact of like missing the ashwagandha for a couple of days, and then now I've had the opportunity to add it back in, and it was amazing. Yesterday, no, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, I was in the garden for about 10 hours in the heat. I did so much. I planted like 40 tomatoes. I was digging holes. I did so much stuff. And admittedly, the following day, I did feel a bit of a dip. Like I was very sore through my body. Planting the tomatoes, I was kind of having to be in a deep squat. So I was quite sore in my hamstrings, my glutes, my lower back, and the bottom of my feet. Interestingly, like the bottom of my feet were like gripping, almost like gripping to the floor like this. So all of the muscles in the bottom of the foot were really, really tired, but it was a good feeling, you know, having had chronic fatigue syndrome and like multi-systemic dysfunction and being disabled, having like a nice soreness in my body is a good feeling now. But I definitely felt a little bit run down, a little bit kind of under my kind of average, my baseline. I can't imagine how bad I would have felt if I didn't take ashwagandha. And on that day, I actually took way more than I usually took. I took 3 capsules in the morning and I took 2 capsules in the afternoon because I knew how hard I was pushing. It's literally like this, for me, this product is like a magic barrier. It's like a force field. The way I see it is like the stress is coming at me like a wizard, like casting like magic spells. So it's like coming at me. And this ashwagandha is just like this like angelic barrier of just stress relief and protecting me and helping my nervous system regulate and like making sure that I can fall asleep and I can get good recovery and just making my body feel stronger and more resilient. And I mean, really, like, what do you want out of a supplement? Like, it's that you want to be able to take a supplement and to feel that it has a big impact on your life. In my opinion, if you're taking supplements and you're not feeling them, well, what the hell are you doing? That's the whole point, is that you're taking them so that you can feel better. So this is, for me, this is a huge win. This is, for me, why ashwagandha and adaptogens, in my opinion, one of the best ways that we can use herbs. Very strong, very therapeutic effect. For me, absolute life changer. I've used it with many clients as well. In terms of adaptogens in general, I find that for women, the best one is actually tulsi or holy basil. This has had a good effect for women in my experience. Some do really well with ashwagandha, but it's a bit more hit and miss. For men, ashwagandha is usually the best one that I've seen. Reishi is really nice for some. And also I've tried a mushroom complex with many of my clients, which also tends to be really well tolerated and quite effective as well. But in terms of like, especially like cortisol, nervous system dysregulation, stress hormone issues, for me, ashwagandha is the absolute go. It is the top tier. I'm probably going to take it for very, very long period of time. Very, very effective for me. I just wanted to jump on and share that with you because it really, really blew me away with how impactful it was. And I really want to share like what's really actually helpful for me instead of just like teaching theory with like a lot of practitioners do. I'm in the trenches with you, you know, I'm fighting the good fight alongside you. So I want to share with you what's really having a huge impact in my quality of life. So for me, ashwagandha, top tier. Let me know what your experience has been with that. Has it been really good? Has it been bad? Have you tried any other adaptogenic herbs? Really, really love to hear. That's everything for me today. Take care. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.